Welcome here at the Axopar stand in Cannes, France. Behind me is quite a special boat, which is the Axopar 37 cross cabin, but with diesel outboard engines. Thanks to my friend and colleague Patrick Pols, who set this up. This is actually a test vessel, as it's written on the hull also, which is available for testing here in Cannes at Axopar. A fantastic setup. I've driven it, I really like it. It's a special boat, not for every customer, but I would really recommend, if you have the opportunity, if you're coming by at Cannes, test this great Axopar 37 cross cabin. And right here we have a 2022 Axopar 37 cross cabin with a new upholstery color, teal. A fantastic boat still with the twin 300 setup. Lots of options on this boat, and you can see that Axopar promotes itself as the adventure company, which is also shown by having this kayak and mountain bike and fishing rod on the roof. A great setup, and I know that a lot of the customers are actually using these boats in many different countries for their personal adventures. Axopar 37 cross cabin. We have a great Axopar 28 cabin right here. In the Brabus line setup with the grey hull on the side. There's a couple of Brabus boats, one in light blue, a new setup. There's a cross cabin, which in the Brabus version is called the Shadow 900 because it's fitted with the twin 450R engines. And one boat I particularly like personally is this Axopar 37 Suntop. Because there's a new Mediterrana package on this boat, and I'd really like to show you this particular boat because there are some new things that Axopar has brought up, which is basically a boat which is supposed to be working especially well in Mediterranean areas where you do a lot of enjoying the sunshine, sun lounging. So there's a really great setup here. You see this new upholstery color. This is a new fabric also. And this boat, a 37, you can have with 3 aft versions, 3 setups. And this actually is the multi-storage, which I personally like because it's a boat and a setup where you can bring lots of toys with you, like a sea bob. You can put your fenders here, maybe some diving gear, a stand-up paddleboard, whatever you'd like to take for your personal adventures. So a really great setup. The new cushions, that is an option on all Axopar 37s from 2022. And this area also has been changed because they have set up a really nice lounge area here, which with this convertible sofa offers a really nice sociable area with, of course, the roof having the opening possibility, either electric or in a manual setup. But this is new also with this new upholstery, but not only that, also with this bench converting to either a nice bench as a social setup, but you still have a really good steering position here, and also with this flip-up seats also on this side, which gives you great place to stand and more or less hang against this leaning post and to drive. I particularly like this in rough conditions because your knees, your legs really catch the waves and you're here driving comfortably. A nice setup with this, what I always call glass display, twin 12-inch screens. Of course, on the inside, this package is carried through in some ways. You see this new material on the decks here. I don't have any personal experience yet, but I'm here on my bare feet and I must say it's really comfortable. I'm quite confident that this is not only nice to look at, but really practical. I hope that it's easy to clean, but I still don't have the experience. This is the first time I see this. And if we carry on to the bow, you'll notice that there's a setup here with this sun lounge. Again here, a fantastic place to sit and enjoy the surroundings, the area and the company you brought to stay here. But not only that, this I think personally is also practical because there's a great storage underneath. I think there are covers inside at the moment. No, it's empty. So you can see that it is actually quite big. And with this optional anchor locker cushion, you have a really nice setup here. But not only that, you see these going doors that Axopar has become famous for. An industry first. People were slightly hesitant whether this in practice would really be something that is appreciated by our customers. I now know from experience that it is. We've actually sold all 37s from 2020 in a new, what we call Mark II version, with these going doors. And now, as you can see with this Mediterrana package, there's also a possibility to have cushions here on the top, so you have more space to do some sun lounging. So a really nice setup. And with that, I'd like to take you further on to the stand. We have a huge stand here at Axopar with lots of boats. But not only that, there are quite a few here in the water. But there are also, I think, around 4 or 5 boats in the water at the testing area. I know there's a 22 Spider in the Joby Revolve setup. And also the new T-top, which is a first for 2022. There's a 25 Spider, which is a real premiere for Axopar. There's a 28 T-top, there's a 37 Sun top. So lots of boats available for testing also. And here you can see the new Axopar 22 Spider with the T-top on, which is new for 2022. And on the opposite side here, there's another stand in cooperation with Joby. A really nice setup where you can not only see different Joby products, but also this Joby Revolve 2022 version, which I personally like. We have one on stock in our showroom in Aalsmeer. A fantastic boat. We made a review on that also. And here I'd really like to take you onto the Axopar 25 Spider. A brand new boat with a V8. There's a 250 behind this boat, but I think the maximum horsepower will be 225 horsepower. But I don't know everything about this Axopar 25 Spider, but the things I can tell you is that it is a new setup. We look at this as a sort of weekender where there's a small cabin where you can actually sleep overnight. A really nice setup. I especially also like this U setup, which is also available in the Axopar 22 Spider. A nice social area, especially if you turn these seats and you have a table here. You see this here where the table is mounted. So a nice social area. Here the optional sun awning. And what I also noticed is that there is a possibility to fit a bow thruster, which may seem silly for a boat of just 25 foot, but I noticed that there are more and more people appreciating bow thrusters and sometimes even stern thrusters. And I've been told that that will become available sometime 2022 for the Axopar 22 Spider also. Great setup with the Simrad 12-inch display as an option. And the trim tabs right here, all the buttons. Well, you know how it's usually done. And here's the cabin, and that is actually, to my surprise, a really good setup and even reasonably big. There's a small toilet here, so very practical. And like I always do, I tell people I'm 1.93 m. Some people know me as the 1.93 m guy. Here you can see that this actually is big enough to sleep even tall guys like myself. So quite a nice cabin with a small water tap here. You can store some things in here. You can stay out of the sun if it gets too much, but a really nice setup. And the good thing also of a setup like this with a cabin is that there's on the bow area a nice sun lounge where you can actually lie down, enjoy the sun. There are things to grab on, the railing here, powder coated in black, an anchor hatch right here. I don't know if there's an anchor winch available as an option. I still need to learn a lot about this new Axopar 25 Spider, but I really like it so far. Again, also here, like on the 22, this windscreen has the possibility to tilt it up so that you get a bit more shelter from the wind if you're as tall as I am. So a really practical, really sporty and sexy looking boat, I think. So I would gladly invite you to come over and have a look at this. So again, Cannes, today is a Thursday. We have beautiful weather. The forecast for the next couple of days is good. Now it's around 10 o'clock in the morning. It's already, I think, over 25 degrees, and we'll have similar weather over the next couple of days. So the boats are here in the water mainly, in the nice atmosphere. And there's lots of Axopar boats here, lots of other nice boats to see. You can even test boats, especially at Axopar. So we would gladly welcome you at the stand. If you don't have the possibility to come over, please keep on following our channel, because we hope to be making further reviews, especially in the Axopar 25 Spider. So please keep following our channel. But for now, thank you for watching, have a great day, and I hope to see you next time.